Hey guys, what's going on? Butterbiscuit here with a little bit more Goblinoria, which is obviously a mod for No Moria if you follow the game at all. Last we left, we were just mining out a giant chunk of the earth, so we will continue to do that level by level by level by level as needed. But until then, we are going to just kind of do what we do. We got the ground floor being excavated now. Oh, I did miss some though. That's a good thing. I'm kind of checking it all out. Not that it really matters, I suppose. Oh, that one will get excavated eventually, but that was kind of a misclick on my part. So, we're not really too worried about much other than food. Drink will become a factor soon. Not any time soon necessarily, but soon. We do need this stuff to get built. It'll take time. There's no real... It's nothing really I can do to force their hand, so to speak. But it is what it is, so they can kind of do what they want. I'm kind of just going to keep excavating and digging deeper into the mountain. And then as things come up, we will go ahead and deal with them then. But for now, like I said, just going to kind of let them do their thing. I shouldn't need to worry about food too much just because of just how much there is and how many types of goblins are. We are going to come up on our first day of summer. So what that will mean is that in the first day at about 7-ish in the morning, I might get a new goblin or gnome, and that will depend on a lot of different factors, but primarily it'll depend on my worth. Now, my worth is obviously my stock worth and my construction worth. So my construction worth is pretty much nothing. I've built pretty much nothing, but my stock worth is pretty high. And that will level out eventually, but as I dig, I mean, each one of these blocks is going to give me literally, oh, I thought they gave me one, but I was mistaken. But I know food and logs are like worth 1, so it's just as things get, you just keep going, you know, it'll add up. Food's worth quite a bit. Now, as you refine things, the more steps it takes to refine something, the more it'll be worth innately, and then obviously, well, not obviously, but also, as things are crafted, they can be crafted at higher quality. So, for example, you know, if I take a necklace and I take a cut sapphire that's worth 50 and a copper bar that's worth 20, I don't know, I'm making up the numbers here, and I add them together, I'm not going to get 70. I'm actually going to get a base level of, say, 150. I don't know exactly how the math works on how to figure out what things are going to be worth, but basically, I will take those two items, and since it took the step to cut the gem and then the coal and everything to make the bar, and then I'm combining them again. That's another step. I'm not just added it like it's not addition. It's somehow multiplicative or exponential or some sort of thing like that. And that's the innate base form of what I'm going to get. So, for example, if I craft a higher quality gem or this, that, or the other, it'll affect the bottom line. But I can also make it masterful. So I can make a masterful sapphire copper necklace, and instead of it being 150, it'll multiply that by, say, 3 or something. I don't, you know, and that'll be worth 450. So, you know, as you can tell, if you keep going up and up with that, eventually, things can become worth quite a bit. So it's now summer, so we're gonna see if we get any more gnomes. It's pretty much all we really care about right now. Oh, our miners. So we're not getting anything done until the people who mine stuff are done mining. Because they have to go make the chisel. Now I can have people craft stone, but not mine. That is not currently the case, but eventually it may become the case. So, I am very happy about this stockpile. I like it being right below. I do like that. So, and we will continue to go down and down and down and down, and eventually we will cut through some right here. Where'd I go? I went down pretty far. Yeah, right here, down 17 is where I'm going to start. And see, I have a raw sapphire, and the raw sapphire is worth 16. I think if you cut it, it becomes twice as much, 32. But if there were another process to do on just the gem, I think it would multiply it by like 4. And so, everything like that is affects things like that in the game, though. Oh, it looks like, yeah, no nomads have arrived, so that's unfortunate. There is good and bad to that, though, because with less gnomes or goblins, I um, I don't. I have less mouths to feed, but I also have less hands doing work. So the worst really is getting like 4 or 5 gnomes come winter, um, because you've increased how many mouths you have to feed, but you didn't have the hands actually crafting things in order for that to happen. So, but it's not that big a deal or anything like that. So, um, we're gonna go ahead and just wait. I totally missed this portion of cut out too. Wow. All right. I wonder if I missed anything else. Probably, but we'll figure it out then. So, okay, now we can craft blocks forever, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm actually going to build more stone cutters now that I have this done. And we'll do 5. I think that should be good for now. Um, hopefully my other miner will come here and make a chisel. I don't really... Oh, I need to make more planks to make more stuff, so... Long story short is that's not going to happen for a while. I don't know that I really need to worry. I think this winter is pretty much going to be pointless. I'm not really going to get a whole lot done in terms of like mining and stuff. Or not mining. Why can I not think right now? In terms of just getting stuff done in general. I don't think I'm gonna have much luck there. I do need to replace this, and then we'll replace this and replace that, and replace this because we're gonna have to start putting groves up here. I really don't have anywhere else to put groves, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and not the one I wanted. So I'm going to do a little 5x5er, and that's going to be for pine. I'm only going to do that. And that's going to be priority 4, and then we'll do... I was going to do a 10x10, but we'll just kind of big area for pine, and that will be everything, but let's not cut clippings, and we'll leave that at 5. Okay, and then 5 or somewhere around there of birch. Same thing, make it 4, and then we'll go over here. Same thing, birch. And we won't cut clippings. Okay, I guess we'll just have to deal with this one. Apple, no felling trees. Okay. This one's gonna have to be fun. This is apple. I forgot to make that one. Priority 4, which bites, but it is what it is. And then, last but not least, we'll do this one for orange. Priority 4. Felling trees, nah. And then we'll do orange. Seems way too big, but We'll take it. No cutting clippings. There we go. So those are set up. I don't know exactly when they'll get to go do that, but they will eventually go do that. Right now, I need to worry about this. None of this is getting built. Well, this guy's doing that stuff. Okay, that's good. So, it just is what it is. I'm not going to worry too much about the groves and all that. Those are not, like, absolutely necessary. Like, they need to be done now. But they are helpful. So let's go ahead and build a workshop, a well, right? Here. Okay. And that just takes a block and a plank, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 4 times planks, but same concept. So not too worried about that. This guy's having fun picking stuff up, huh? Okay, you do your thing, man. You do your thing. All right, well, that's going to be it, guys. I've got the ground floor all kind of set up. Now it's time to start expanding the workshops and actually being able to build stuff. So until then, we're going to kind of hold off on mining any more floors out. But there will be a point where we just mine them all out and get it all done. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. Until then, have a good one. Have a biscuit.